Hey guys, it's Edwin here, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to talk about something very, very motivational and inspiring, especially if you've not started your healing journey or if you are in the journey. I'm going to talk about what does it really mean to be committed in your healing journey. Because I talk about this word every day, I talk about it every day, but what does it really mean to be committed? Because if there is one word that will steer you forward in your healing journey, it is commitment. It's a commitment to yourself, like a commitment to the right cause, and like this pure dedication to break free from the binds of abuse or break free from the past or to heal those deep things within you. But what does it really mean to be committed? Like the deep meaning of this commitment. Is it just like an empty talk we talk about it every day, or just like I'm committed, I'm working on myself, or is it like a deep, passionate, and a deep sense of like really wanting it more than anyone else? In fact, like the Oxford Dictionary of definition of commitment is like the quality of being dedicated to a cause. So when you are dedicated, it's like you are willing to do whatever it takes. You are willing to do whatever it takes to deal with those traumas. You are willing to do whatever it takes to break free from that toxic relationship. So commitment to your healing means like making a conscious and dedicated choice to prioritize yourself, to prioritize your own well-being, and to recover from those past emotional, psychological scars that other hurt people have inflicted on your life. So it's this dedication to recover from those things of the past. So it's about like being willing to like wholeheartedly, not just half-heartedly, like being wholeheartedly able to, or we being willing to go all the way in the quest to free yourself from past hurts, traumas, or your past conditioning. It's more of like this willingness to invest all your energy, to invest all your resources into understanding like what made you susceptible to toxic people. Not because you are hating yourself, because you really want to understand. Because you really want to understand so that you can break away from it. So you want to understand so that you can know what to do to keep yourself safe from them. It's more of, instead of running away and jumping into another relationship or just suppressing those things, it's more like facing those fears. Like you are dedicating your life to building a relationship with yourself, even when every bone, every part of your flesh in your body is unwilling to do so. So it's your body is unwilling, your mind is unwilling, but you still do the work. It's about not just talking about it, like the way I'm talking about now. It's just about taking the initiative to do the work. Even when you don't know exactly how to do it, you might not know how to do it. You might not know how to deal with these traumas, but you are willing to invest, let's say, in that coaching program, or reach out for someone like me or anyone else, because you know you have the capacity to do so, because you truly want it. Even if you don't have the capacity to pay for those programs, you are willing to show up and take advantage of these free. There are other free programs, there are free calls out there, there are other free ways to get professional help, but you're just willing to do it and willing to show up. And it's also getting to this point where you may not even have the ability to do it on your own, but you admit that, hey, I don't even know where to start, I don't even know what I'm doing, but let me just seek help. And that's also part of commitment. And the thing is, you are seeking help for yourself and not for me or for your therapist, or not for the therapist to keep their job. I've seen people say that I'm just giving my money to a therapist. No, you are seeking this help because you know you want it. You are taking this action because you want to grow. Even when you don't have like a clear vision of your ideal self, like you might not know what healing looks like, but you're just like, I don't know, let me just go and ask. Like you're just deeply honest with yourself, and you are acting, or you are taking action even when your mind is resisting that change, because your mind will resist that change. Your mind will always seek self-preservation. But You always do it. You keep doing it. It's understanding that deep inside you're not okay. And it's okay not to be okay. And you don't need to pretend that you are okay. If you're feeling sad, you're feeling sad. And it's also understanding that the journey will be uncomfortable, but you understand that the journey will be uncomfortable, but it is a better kind of discomfort that leads to transformation than being stuck with your current inner discomfort. Because when you've not healed on a deeper level, of course, it's uncomfortable. But when you are healing, it's uncomfortable, but it results to an inner kind of comfort. So it's also acknowledging that the journey will require patience and perseverance. But you are still willing to push on. You are still willing to push on that road which is not traveled by everyone else. It's kind of the road less traveled. So commitment is also about understanding that you are doing it for yourself, not for your family. You are doing it for yourself, and you deserve it. It's not even about like comparing, as I see, comparing your traumas and experiences, or labeling your experience as the worst. My trauma is the worst, or my narcissist was the worst, my abuser was the worst. No, it's all about looking at what's stopping you from being authentic and working on that. It's not about fighting with the narcissist, like abusers and the abuse. No, it's about fighting with your inner demons, fighting with those deep stuff, dark stuff within yourself. It's about wanting to overcome those negative beliefs you have about yourself, negative beliefs you have about relationships. You were not born with those negative beliefs. No, you acquire them from the environment. It's not about building walls like, let me just now shut down, isolate myself from everyone because everyone is dangerous, manipulative. No, it's about deeply embodying your boundaries and feeling safe within, not feeling safe outside there. You feel safe within. It's not also just about accepting labels you've been given and seeing your problems as part of you, like knowing that I've been with these problems for 40 years, so it's part of me. No, it's also about wanting to work on those problems, even when experts tell you that it's not possible to heal, or even if your mind is telling you, it's over. No, you just keep doing. It's about persevering, even when your family is not supportive, or your friends are not supportive. It's about putting in the work. You are doing it for you. So commitment is a journey for you, and you should be willing to take corrective action, not just action, corrective action. And your true nature can never be hate, can never be pain. Your true nature can only be love and authenticity. So corrective action here is about willing to unlearn, willing to relearn all those negativities you are holding deep within you, or all those negativities you've picked up from your environment or from your upbringing. It's about willing to do it. So the question is, are you really committed? That's why it's a very, very simple question, but the only one who can answer it is you. Or do you think you're committed, but that you've been using the same techniques or the same method and you are getting inconsistent results? If you are committed to the journey and then the vehicle is not moving, then of course the best thing to do is to look for another vehicle. Like you can open yourself up to other healing modalities or other healing techniques. You don't have to do this for 20 years. So you should be willing to try multiple healing modalities until you are free from the past. Not about like doing one therapy session or 5 therapy sessions and then you're like, you're concluding that therapy does not work for you or nothing works for you. No, it's about, even if A doesn't work for you, you just know that I'll try B, C, D through to Z and I will find something which will work, but you are still committed. So commitment is not an easy choice, but it's that conscious choice to bring the unconscious to light. So you are taking a conscious choice to go to the unconscious and bring those things to light. It's more of a conscious choice to shine light on your unhealed parts or on your inner demons. And if you really get to this point where you are really struggling with commitment, because commitment is conscious, you can of course sometimes use affirmations. This is now the moment I can recommend affirmations. Like you can use affirmations, or you can use mantras like, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be free from the past. You can write that every morning, or just tell yourself every time, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. So affirmations can help with strengthening your dedication, can help with strengthening your commitment towards healing, commitment towards working on yourself, commitment towards taking corrective action. Not affirmation as the final action, affirmation to take corrective action. So affirmation is not a substitute to healing the unconscious, but it can provide like a conscious reinforcement to your fragile commitment, like a reinforcement to your fragile dedication. So it can reinforce that conscious choice to go for therapy, or that conscious choice to work on those deep stuff, or work on those unconscious things. So you use it just to push you, but not as the final thing. Hope that makes sense. Like, if there is a person who can help you from this, it's not even me, it's you. And it's always your commitment and recommitment. You do something, you fail, you wake up again and do it, because there is nothing else to do. Like, you are willing to do whatever it takes for you to rise up, for you to transcend that pain, for you to deal with that emotional pain. So you are willing to do whatever it takes to save the relationship, right? You are willing to do whatever it takes to save that marriage. You sacrifice your boundaries, you sacrifice your everything. But now you change that perspective to be willing to do whatever it takes to be free from the past. You've been committed in the past, but now change that commitment to yourself. Change that commitment to yourself so that you can thrive, because you always deserve better, even when you don't feel like you do. And the other thing is, you may feel that you may not have support from the people around you, or everyone is against you, but you still have to know that you have support even from strangers like us. So lastly, the thing about commitment is, it becomes easier once you start working on yourself. Like, it becomes easier once you start climbing up that dark pit of hopelessness and despair. Even when you don't see the exit, just start climbing. It becomes easier when you just start. And the moment you start this journey, you start getting like small bits of revelations that show you glimpses of what's possible for you. Like, the moment you start climbing off that pit, you'll start seeing a bit of light. And those glimpses will show you what's possible for you once you completely heal. Even for me, sometimes I write, or I am making this video, there are times I struggled with the commitment to do this. I'm like, I just want to sleep. But I just know one thing, but once I start, or I press start my camera, I enter this state of flow. And when I enter into this state, I know there's no turning back. I know I cannot shut this video now and just say like, Edwin, I'm not finishing this. No, I just stay committed and continue. So stay committed to your healing journey, and you will find yourself in a place where you have come so far to the point that going back to those unhealthy patterns is simply not an option, or it's simply not even a thought, because you've climbed so far up that dark pit, the point that you know that you deserve better, the point you know that you're not susceptible to manipulation, and that's what it means to be committed. Hope you found that inspiring, guys. And if you're really, really committed, as always, you can book a free breakthrough call with me. You can seek help or anything. But as always, it's possible, even for someone like you. Until next time, feel free to share, subscribe, and comment.